in the LPL.
Plays everything.
I know,
Smithy.
but people are watching the LPL. You can see.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for the final pick here from ROX Tigers. What we doing? It's going to be the Kog'Maw Lulu.
I love
Bot
Kog'Maw
lane.
Lulu as a lane as well.
They're rolling it back, a ranged support also for a bit more lane presence onto the Braum, and they'll take away the Taliyah. It's going to be top lane Sion. We'll have some options to push him in. The Taliyah once again. Wonderful Weaver's Wall, so bring that back in game number 1. And where does Crown go? Where does he go in this scenario? Is it Victor time for Crown?
Oof, could potentially be.
I haven't seen it in the LCK outside from one game from Edge, and that was a loss.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the greatest, as this would be rolling it back quite a distance. As it's going to be the Void combo. Seen the Varus and the Malzahar paired up together so many times. KT rolls to do it a lot, KSV also do it a lot, but this is certainly not a priority mid laner at the moment on the current patch. So we'll see what Crown's going to be able to make happen.
First Malzahar we've seen on patch 8.4 onwards. I think the items are in a pretty good spot for him. A good item in Liandry's and Omicron, both of them are good pickups. With how his play patterns go, it gives him a pick comp through the mid lane, and this empowers Haru. This is a very strong draft for Haru to take over the game. Not the sort of draft that would fit Ambition's play style, but if Haru rolls it back and plays aggressive, a lot of options to play through. I feel like in team fights are going to be heavily outscaled when it comes to the fact that Kog'Maw doesn't care about a Malzahar when he has Lulu and other options on his team. It's going to be a tricky one here. I feel like KSV need to play around the suppression, need to play on the Malzahar and also the bot lane. Varus Braum, one of our strongest 2v2s. Play aggressively with Haru. Weren't able to play to their win conditions in game 1. They should have some pressure in top side with the Gnar. The Malzahar level 6 will give implied pressure in mid lane, and Varus Braum will be the winning 2v2 in the bot side. So it's very interesting how this draft has come together, but the unknown factor is if they can play around an aggressive jungler, because with Ambition they don't have one, and with Haru he's been up and down in performance.
Who knows what we're going to get? That's what I was going to say, is which Haru version is going to hop onto the Rift. I want to see the Haru of old that can actually bring us to a game 3. They have a composition that does want to fight sooner rather than later.
Are they going to have a free Rift Herald? Is a question I'm going to ask pre-20 minutes, because that is something that would actually start to accelerate the game.
Well, Chains of Corruption going to miss. Arctic Assault going to answer that quite nicely. There's now Lava. He's moving his way over, and here's the Fight Ruler going to get the flash in there, but he can't flash over the wall now, and Haru can't make his way in. Hi, Linderung. He's got his Frozen Heart already there. Sidesteps, but it's a good Gnar into the wall. They get one as Crown is able to lock down the Sejuani, and now KSV are starting the fight. They get the Kog'Maw, and no more options for ROX Tigers, despite what looked like a great wall from Lava.
It looked like the great timing, but Sungyun was almost out of mana. That was the big problem for them. They didn't have the vision control with a control ward in that River Brush. They really wanted to stop there from being a free Rift Herald take, but the cost is pretty severe. They will get the Rift Herald. They will get 2 kills. First mistake of the series, you'd say, for ROX Tigers. Yeah,
and it was a misexecution of a team fight that looked like it started off exactly the way they wanted it to. It was just the pile-on for KSV and the fact that Haru had a flash to get himself into the battle. Nicely played from Crown there as well, just to make sure that the ultimate was ready.
We're going to watch the replay and note the Sungyun already low on mana. Basically doesn't get much involvement in the fight. There's a control ward limiting their vision as well. Nice execution of KSV. They jump in, they delete, they're able to make things happen. There, everything's exposed. Lava, who was often not involved in fights in game 1, but being able to have pivotal Weaver's Walls was enough. Needs to be there in this game. It's actually gone for more combat earlier. No Athene, sorry, no, and just lose the game. This is where KSV want to strike.
Yep. Control ward once again going to be wasted here as ROX are going through all of their options as far as checking these brushes. Cube8. Mega Gnar so incredibly close as Linderung may actually have to use that ultimate yet again. They're looking to turn this one around, and Sungyun doing a lot of damage in the front line. He gets hit by the ultimate, but is it going to be enough here as Key is trying to help him? A big Gnar comes down, but Sungyun, perfect positioning off to the side. Songwon, he's going to be the first casualty of this fight, but you need to look at the Kog'Maw and see whether he can get the damage done. Crown hit by the knockup from Linderung, but he's running out of health bar, as is Lava, and ROX Tigers are pushed back and lose their jungle. This should be Baron.
Yeah, ROX doesn't have the damage items yet onto the Kog'Maw to make a fight that would otherwise work. Again, almost a complete 180, what we saw in game number 1. But we see KSV start the Baron with a teleport back. First low is going to be no. They're actually onto it. Remember, they have all this extra damage amp. They're getting it below 5,000. It's going to be dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of low health bars, but it doesn't seem to matter. ROX just didn't get there in time. Okay, Crown, he's going to get booped back with the seismic shove, but Lava can't get too close. KSV still managed to disengage. Feels like game one all over again about where the power is being utilized.
As I mentioned, a 180, because this time it's on the side of KSV. They're choosing the right fights as well. That means the ROX Tigers, before the items...
Lava is actually here. It is a true
5v5, duo Baron,
yeah, it's looking like
smart.
the two-man call came in, but the blue
stay
ward
on
is
it.
going to be there. Yeah, they're just going to continue. Okay, it's down to
It
half
goes
health.
so
Ruler just does
fast.
so much damage. Blade of the Ruin King as well as double Mountain Drake, and that's just going to be destroyed. Now the ROX Tigers out of position as Linderung has to use the ult to try and escape. Thankfully, there's some pebbles down so that the follow-up isn't there from KSV, but ROX, they're going to feel robbed by that one.
The fact that Haru could just stay on it, they were like, oh, cool, you know about this? We're still doing it. Shows you the speed. So they were able to take down that Baron. They pushed through mid lane. Want to break the base, seems very likely. And that's to see a heroic defense.
Yep, Sangin just so much magic damage, so can't get through these melee minions. Banner of Command is in there. Ultimate is going to land as they do get the flick back, but the value on that Unbreakable is very, very high. And Core JJ only takes half of his health bar, and now the base is broken. Inhibitor in the mid lane as well is going to go down. Remember, guys, if KSV win this, it means that they remain ahead of the ROX Tigers as far as the standings.
It's all about match victories, honestly. To the winner, the spoils. The winner might be crowned very soon.
Yeah, they're actually looking to push this one, continue getting forward onto this last remaining Nexus turret. ROX Tigers just don't feel like they're strong enough to get any fight that they're looking for, and Ruler is so damn strong. It's bannered up Baron minion. It may not do as much damage, but it also still takes about nothing. Especially from the Talia, who was the only one with the range. Yeah, Living Artillery doesn't do anything, and the Nexus is just going to get taken down. KSV, they're paying PvE League of Legends 3 kills that game, and they just wander up the mid lane and win.
And they managed to do it with a smart plan around Haru's Olaf. Loved the first round drop. So excited. They finally committed to the Olaf with an aggressive-minded jungler like Haru, and this was the clean game they set themselves up for in game number 1, but couldn't execute on. Execution here a lot smarter, even though we'd love to see the lane swap, and we saw the ROX Tigers try to get the gold onto the Cogmore, try to get themselves online. They were then strangled out of any map control. I don't even